I'm Sarah. I'm a senior psychology student at Robert Morris. I had applied to the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine a couple months ago. They had a master's program in clinical and mental health counseling. And it was one of those schools, it was my dream school, but very competitive, so they don't accept many people. Didn't think I'd get in. I applied just to see if I could do it, but I had several other backup schools that I knew I'd get into, just in case. Surprisingly enough, in February, I got an email. I was invited to the interview day at PCOM. Very excited. I was ecstatic about it. I didn't think that was even possible, but I traveled out there for the weekend. On the morning of the interview, I was very eager. I had prepared for weeks for the interview. It started out, there's about 20 of us in a group. We had a tour, we met with professors, we met with other students. And after that part, our group was split up into about thirds. And me and about 6 other people were taken into a very small room. And unbeknownst to us, that was the group interview process. We had no idea, so it was a little nerve-wracking. It was scary, but we sat down and very quickly, I noticed that, or I realized this was my time to shine. I needed to stick out. And I tried to answer every question first, and it took seconds for me to realize that I was very well advanced compared to the other students. One of the first questions was to describe some of our classes at RMU. So I described clinical psychology, individual counseling, psychological assessment, advanced abnormal psychology, and I realized that not one of the other girls that I was competing against had any of the other classes at all. So right away, I was kind of like, wow, like I'm very well ahead of these people. And I just kept boasting, and I talked about how I'm very familiar with the DSM, the psych manual. I'm familiar with assessments, evaluations, case studies, personality tests, and no one else had any experience with any of that. We were also asked to describe any experience we had, and right away I described my internship that is part of our graduation requirement. I talked about being a part of the inpatient and outpatient unit, how I led probably about 10 different group therapies. I got to sit in on med checks. I witnessed an electroconvulsive therapy. And again, I was in awe as I realized not one of the other students in the room had any type of experience like that. So it was really kind of enlightening to realize, like, wow, like I really do have a lot more skills and experience than these other girls. The second part of the interview was an individual interview, and it was very brief. It was more so to give more of a detailed synopsis of my clinical experience at RMU. And it was only one professor that interviewed me, and she very indirectly told me that she didn't believe that I had all that experience. So she had me explain in depth about case studies that I've done, evaluations, personality tests, some of the stuff that she was kind of unclear on, that I had that skill. And I told her that I've been doing I've written up numerous amounts of case studies. We've been doing it since, I believe, sophomore year. And she very blatantly told me that she's never seen an undergraduate student come to their interview day with that kind of experience. So it was a really good feeling to impress her, and it was just very cool to finally understand that our program here is very awesome. After I applied, and after I was accepted, I went through their curriculum, their courses. I had already taken, they do it in 2 years, I've already taken half of them. So I'm already on the path of success in grad school because I've already taken half of them. So RMU's not lying when they say they prepare you. Like, I have no doubt in my mind that I'm going to succeed with no problems in grad school because I'm so prepared. I'm so far ahead. I'll be able to bring my skills and knowledge to students there.